Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Got some temperatures in the mid-70s in a lot of spots. I think they're going to get today into the mid-90s again. But first things first, we got to deal with some showers and some thunderstorms this morning. Once those fizzle out, now we start looking for some drying, and maybe that means overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, temperatures can cool down a little bit more. Things can feel a little less icky sticky out there. Hopefully. Here's the radar picture early this morning, and maybe some of the activity that was a little bit more intense a couple hours ago is now getting a little less intense. I still see parts of Wakulla County all the way down to the coast and offshore where there's quite a bit of showers and some lightning. There's a little bit more when you get around the west, around towards Panama City, and a couple of lighter showers now for parts of southern Thomas County, parts of southern Brooks County, and just north of Valdosta. All of this is trying to slide more towards the south and east also. And here's how it's moved over the past 3 hours. You can definitely see all that lightning for a little while, around 3-4 o'clock this morning. That's getting less and less noticeable, maybe still quite a bunch when you get around Cape San Blas over there. But I think the story is going to be this continuing to weaken, maybe a few more showers that got to get wrung out of the clouds before things start to dry out for us. And with that change in wind direction, with some drier air set to settle in, I think the next morning or two may start to feel a little bit better, but don't let that fool you. The afternoons are still going to get awfully hot, and I think those top temperatures are still going to race all the way up into probably the mid-90s, if not higher. Now, currently it's mid-70s in most spots. Tallahassee and Valdosta right there at 75. Thomasville a little cooler at 72. If there's a breeze, it's turning more towards the west. I think it'll turn more towards the northwest as we go through the day today, and that's what will usher in some of that drier air. Up in Blakely, it's only 70. Currently. In Perry, it's still 79. Apalachicola, it's still 85. So a much bigger variety of temperatures from top to bottom because we've got all that warm, humid air that we put up with all weekend being pushed a little further south. And it's going to take maybe a half a day or more for some of that drier air to settle in across more of the area to give us that little different feel, even if it's still going to get hot out there, especially with lots of sunshine. Now, the breeze has been a little bit variable this morning. Some places still a little bit from the south or southwest, but a lot of us are going to notice that breeze turn more towards the west and northwest. That's what will help bring in that drier air. And I think we start to feel that later this afternoon, this evening, and tonight. So far, visibility numbers, they're all doing okay, up near 9-10 miles. The Futurecast pivots some of those showers through the area. And I think by lunchtime, for the most part, the showers are done. There may still be a few that have to get wrung out of the clouds to the east. I don't think we're going to find any showers on Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe as we start to bring a little of that moisture back on Wednesday, we'll cook up a couple. But I think our real chance to get wet was going to be this morning. And now I think once we get past that, the rain chances are going to go away for a couple of days as drier air settles in. And then we'll see how things react towards the end of the week when we start to bring back a little bit of that humidity. We start to have that better chance for the sea breeze to kick up a few more showers. Let's talk tropics. We continue to watch the same energy that we've been watching, and that's Ernesto. Still a hurricane. Now, out across the base of the Atlantic, there's a couple of areas of showers and storms, but nothing that looks like it's firing up, so that's great news. And as far as Ernesto does, as it passed Bermuda and continues to move to the north, it's maintaining its strength. Now, there's Nova Scotia. There's when you get up into the Canadian Maritimes, and this should start to curl a little bit more towards the north and east. So we still have 85-mile-per-hour winds with that core of Ernesto, kind of an amazing system. And it likely will maintain that strength for a little bit longer. Now, these waters are much cooler in the North Atlantic, but this looks like it's headed over towards Europe by the end of this week. So we'll watch and see where that goes. I know we got a lot of folks maybe from around here heading that way with that Florida State football game in Ireland. That storm, or the remnants of it, may cause some extra soggy weather way up there at the end of the week. So keep checking and I'll keep updating you about that. On the Gulf today, we've got some breezy conditions, otherwise some early storms, winds turning from southwest to west and eventually northwest. We'll go at 8 to 18 knots. This morning it's 70s, 80s, leave the rain chances around 60%. Some of us are already done with the showers so far the north you jar down towards the south. We're going to get a few more showers and storms still. And I think maybe a last couple of sprinkles get wrung out of the clouds earlier this afternoon, but then we talk about more clearing and drying, and I still think we're going to get to the lower and mid-90s today. After that, we start looking for maybe a little less humidity, and that gives us some hope that some spots tomorrow could get back down near 70. Wouldn't surprise me if a few spots got into the upper 60s the next couple of mornings. That's a step in the right direction, but you do see those afternoon temperatures mid-90s and up probably most of the week. We'll talk about another little push of maybe some cooler air towards the end of the week, or at least some rain chances towards the end of the week, but that's several days down the road. First things first, showers, storms early today, much drier air taking over. While it won't be any cooler in the afternoons, it might make the evenings and the mornings feel a little bit better.